We live.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello, we're live. Hello and welcome to Silly Quiz with here on FANVERSATION. I am Yael Tygiel. I am so excited today for Silly Quiz with Damien Puckler. Hello, Damien.
Hello.
You're missing hair.
I am missing hair right here.
Yeah, no, I see it. Usually you have hair and a beard and
I am usually I'm usually known as the Wolfman or the Wolverine or whatever. And the good thing about this whole thing is that if I need to grow back a beard, a full beard, or a big thick head of hair, it'll be done in a week. So I do not have an issue with that. That's good. Yeah. Well, no, it's not for a part like a lot of people actually thought. It's actually for me to try to change things up a little bit, seeing if I can get some different type of castings, different kind of roles, and just see what happens. 2021, we're just going to try new things, right? Hopefully something will happen. Can't be as bad as 2020.
You know, I believe it. So every episode of Silly Quiz with, my guest is invited to take a fun and silly personality quiz from somewhere on the internet. Today, I've chosen a quiz from BuzzFeed. I know that you're a big nerd.
Oh yeah, totally.
A big superhero fan. So I chose, if you were a Marvel villain, which would you be?
Oh. Okay. I actually know who I would be, but I doubt he's on there. But okay, cool.
Oh, interesting. Who do you think you'd be?
We'll do that after. Let's see what happens first, and then.
Okay. Well, I
don't know if he's even on there because he's not that well known.
Could be. We'll find out. You mentioned Wolverine a little bit earlier. I wore a Wolverine shirt. Came prepared.
Ah, yeah. There you go. Nice.
But I know that Wolverine. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
You're bald. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
Work anymore. I like it.
There's got to be a Wolverine comic somewhere where he's bald. I mean, they've done everything with every comic character ever. So if not, then here we go. Marvel, you need to have a comic where Wolverine goes bald. Simple as that. I mean, and if you need an actor for that, I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah. You'd be perfect for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it. You know it. Everyone knows it. All right. Let's get to our quiz today. I'm excited to find out who even is an option.
Exactly.
All right. Let's go. So the question is, which Infinity Stone would you want to have? The Reality Stone, the Power Stone, Time Stone, Mind Stone, Space Stone, or Soul Stone?
I'm going to have to go with Soul. All these are very, very tempting, but Soul is Soul. And I'm not saying that because of religious reasons. I'm thinking of music, man. I'm a huge music fan. If you ain't got no soul, you got nothing. I always say that everything in life goes back and relates back to rhythm, whether it's acting, painting, walking, talking, anything in life goes back to rhythm. So it's got to be the Soul Stone. There you go. Yeah.
All right. Soul it is.
Actually, to be honest, it's just because I ain't got no soul. So I just.
We have lovely Grim in the chat who says the Bonsai Stone.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got that right, Alex. The Bonsai Stone. That's going to be in the new Avengers, the Bonsai Stone. That's a good one. I like that.
I like it too. It's so fitting.
Now, this is a problem right there. I have no friends.
All right, then it's how would Yael describe you?
Okay, good.
Weird, peaceful, respectful, bossy, or funny or smart?
Okay. Now, I do think that quite a lot of people would call me bossy, but I think out of all these things, people probably would call me a little weird.
Okay.
Not in a bad way, but they always think that I always have very alternate opinions on things, and they always go, "You're just a little weird." So I guess weird.
All right, weird it is. Although
don't judge. What would you say? What would you say?
I think weird is right.
Great. Thanks. That's what I needed to hear.
Hey, you know what? We're all a little weird, but also,
Yeah.
I think somebody in the chat is offended.
Oh.
Pesty4 says, I'm Damien's friend, or I thought I was.
Wait a minute, Liam, you really thought you were my friend? I'm confused myself now.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's getting you back for the Nikki Bilderback interview, Mr. Liam Matheson.
What was that interview for?
He has his own podcast, The Killer Soup. I don't know, you might have seen that on Instagram.
Yeah.
He is he runs the podcast, and he did an interview with Nikki Bilderback, who's an actress who was also in Scotland when we filmed Redwood Massacre. She wasn't in it, but she was in Scotland with Danielle Harris, who's her friend. And but Nikki has done a lot of stuff herself. But they did an interview where they actually start talking about me and post some pictures of me, which are not real pictures, but anyway, that's all I'm saying. So Nikki, Liam, right back at you.
Let's for a second talk about Redwood Massacre Annihilation.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't seen it because it looks so scary.
Oh, you can watch it. It's not scary. It's actually
Really?
more of a it is a horror film, but it's also it's they actually kind of have labeled it a horror comedy thing.
Oh.
It's actually got quite a lot of comedy stuff in there too. It's, if anything, it doesn't have the kind of like you know, those kind of quick, jerky kind of scary moments. It's more of got some slasher stuff in it, some gore, but it's I don't think it's as scary as it is funny, and it's kind of fun to watch. I actually I really liked it. I had a blast with my friend Gary Casper, who I've done films with before, and we had a blast in Scotland. And it's a different film than you expect, I think. If you like horror full on, I don't know if you like it. I think you do, but I think you'll be like, interesting. But if you're not a horror fan, I think you can still watch it and go, oh, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. So I don't think you'll be scared. No. Yeah. I think you'll be good.
Well, I guess I have to see it with someone that I can hold on to when I'm scared.
Ah, I see. So you have to wait till COVID is over.
Yes. Hint, hint.
Yeah,
so
I got
subtle.
I
The most subtle.
I still owe you going for a drink anyway. I know that.
That's
I do not forget. I do not forget.
One day, when we're all vaccinated.
In about a decade now. Exactly. When we're all able to get out of the four walls that we're in.
Yep. All right, back to our quiz. Which color do you like? We have white, yellow, green, red, purple, or black.
Well, there's I would probably go with yellow.
Oh, interesting. You are weird.
Yeah, well, there you go. I do love red and I do love black, but I think yellow is I do know that at my my Native American star sign, or whatever birth sign, is a red hawk, but my color is yellow. And I've always kind of realized I kind of do like yellow. Yeah. So yellow. Let's go with the yellow.
I love it.
And the alternate Ducati color is yellow. You can have red and you can have yellow. We can have them in different colors.
Anyway. I see.
Anyway.
That makes sense. If a stranger bumped into you,
I don't think
what
the
would
answer
you
is
do?
I don't think the answer is there.
Forgive them, insult them, prepare for revenge, destroy their house, kick them out, complain to any elder.
Okay, so my answer and what I would do would be forgive them. What I would instinctivly want to do is kick them in the head. But that's just me, and I have grown a lot older and wiser, and I'm no longer the young Damien that has a temper. So at this point, I'd just be like, forgive them and say, man, just be careful where you're walking. So there you go.
Wow. So much kindness.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, I'm trying, especially these days. I'm trying to be very kind. Not easy. 2020 is not making it easy.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which is your favorite movie of these?
I don't even. You don't even have to go further. It's not my favorite movie, but I can't say that any of these are more or less favorite than the other. But I'm going to go with Black Panther. Chadwick
Wow.
Boseman. I'm sorry, but first of all, he was and is and will always be Black Panther, and I absolutely loved him as an actor, loved him as a person, loved him. He was just so amazing, and I'm gonna say fuck 2020 for taking him too, because he was just that was a big kick in the balls.
Yeah.
So 2020 it is. 2020 it is. So yes.
All right. Oh.
Whoa. Well, there you go. I obviously knew this and prepared for it. You're a deluded captain. Red Skull. I don't even know much about Red Skull, to be honest. I have to read up on that. Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, he does. He almost looks like me a little bit. I think.
A little bit.
Look at this.
Wait, let's hold on. Let me bring it back up.
That's pretty close. That's pretty close.
That's so funny. So who did you think it was going to be?
I doubt he's in there. My favorite Marvel villain is actually Kraven the Hunter, which you might not have ever heard of. He's a big Spider-Man villain, and he is this guy who gives himself superpowers by injecting himself, but he is all about hunting prey, and he wants to hunt Spider-Man and kill him, not because he hates him, just because he wants to be the biggest hunter. And he actually doesn't want to fight him with weapons. He wants to fight him hand on hand, because he believes in the ritual and in the laws and the rules of hunting. So it's a little crazy, but yeah, he's a cool. They're actually making a film about him. Once they've done that, I'm sure everybody will know who Kraven the Hunter is.
Yeah.
Needless to say, unfortunately, I'm not playing him, but never
mind. I know you're a big, like I said, you're a big nerd. You're a big superhero fan. I know, aside from Wolverine, is there like a dream role that you would want to play? Dream Marvel character or DC character?
It's tough because all the good ones, not the good ones, but a lot of them are taken, are all, already been done. I mean, Wolverine has always been one of my favorites. Spider-Man has always been one of my favorites. Ironically, I do like Spider-Man more than when Spider-Man is younger. In the comics, he's grown up. He's like in his 30s now, which makes no sense because obviously he should be like 80 now, but doesn't. But yeah, no, I don't know. I guess they would have to create. I have to create a new superhero. How about that?
Oh, why don't you're always creating stuff, especially for your Instagram, and now soon your OnlyFans. And
I was going to bring that up.
No, but if you were to create a superhero, who would you, or villain, what powers would you want to give him?
Well, I've written a whole television series that's called The 13th Apostle. Now everybody's going to go, oh no, it's going to go religious. No, not really, not necessarily. But it's about a Roman soldier who's there when Jesus Christ is crucified. And he actually gets cursed because he tortures Jesus on the cross. He gets cursed that he cannot die. He has to live forever. And he has these amazing, huge superpowers. He can take on a whole army by himself and destroy them. But every time he accesses that superpower, something dear to him or somebody he loves either dies or gets hurt painfully, and it's really, really hard. And he doesn't even notice that in the beginning. He revels in his power, and then he starts to realize that. And through centuries and decades, he comes to terms with it, and he tries to actually train himself, like martial arts and all sorts of stuff, so he doesn't have to access that superpower, but just use normal human power to solve the problems that are put in front of him. So, and sometimes he has no choice. He has to access that power because he turns from being pretty much an evil villain to being a good person because he realizes what he's done. And he knows that he doesn't want to live forever, but he knows the only way to undo this curse is something he's trying to find out. There's a whole way of him to do that, but he finds that out later. So I guess that's the superpower, and that's the superhero that I would like, because I like superheroes or heroes that are like the anti-hero, who have to struggle. They struggle with themselves. I like that. Even Wolverine does that. I mean, Wolverine struggles with himself a lot. So
Yeah.
that's why I like the character. I love Spider-Man too, because he struggles with himself a lot too. Like that, I think that's a lot of times the difference between DC and Marvel. Dare I say this? I'm losing a lot of friends right now. I
I'm
love
so
DC,
excited.
I love DC, but DC's always like Superman is perfect. That's not good. He can't. That's not good because it kind of makes you. I was as a kid felt like I don't identify with Superman because he's perfect. I wanted to identify with some superhero that has something special but still struggles with themselves. So since I was struggling with myself. Anyway.
I mean, I think that's very relatable. I love that idea, and I would 100% watch that show.
Yeah,
so we're putting it out into the universe.
There you go. I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I know we have opinions here about Winter Soldier struggling makes a character touching. That's why you love Winter Soldier.
True. Winter Soldier is a great character. I like that too. Exactly. Again, Marvel.
Wow,
Marvel,
we got.
Well, Marvel knows it. I mean, you know, again, people have asked me, is it DC or Marvel? It's like, for me, it's Marvel. I do love DC too, but it's different. It's more like watching a DC or reading DC comic is more like you're really like in a little fable and a fairy tale. Whereas Marvel, you really read it and watch it, and you feel like you almost could. Of course, it's not true, but you feel like there's some reality to it that could actually happen. You know, like the whole idea about Civil War, Marvel when they were going against each other. It's like DC does stuff like that too, but it's always a little. They're too clean. They're too clean. Having said that, I would not turn down playing opposite Wonder Woman. Sorry.
I don't think anyone would think the.
Yeah, I think there should be a film where they crossover. You know, Marvel and DC, Wolverine and meets Wonder Woman, and that might be a good film.
I would watch that, and I feel like you should make it for your OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, yes. There you go. That's my first project for my OnlyFans. Marvel and DC. Wonder Woman meets Wolverine. Perfect.
I would pay money for that. That's for sure.
There you go.
And currently, if somebody wants to watch you in things that are currently out, like your very scary Redwood Massacre Annihilation, it is available on VOD.
Yeah, VOD, main Amazon Prime. On Amazon Prime, it's UK, USA, and Australia, and the English-speaking worlds, and then generally the main VODs. So yeah.
Awesome. Anything else that you want to promote?
Apart from my OnlyFans, not right now. No, OnlyFans is coming up. It's going to be very exciting. First one's going to be Wolverine meets Wonder Woman. Hell, I'm going to watch that myself.
I really wonder how many people are going to start looking for your OnlyFans now.
Well, maybe I have to really start one. You never know. Might be the way forward. Hey.
Awesome. Well, we hope you have a wonderful holiday season and New Year. Thank you to everyone who joined us.
Happy belated Hanukkah.
Thank you. It's still Hanukkah. It's the sixth night.
Yeah, it's the sixth night, so it's still going on. It's not belated. But yeah, and then happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and everything. Let's just all get through whatever is left and get to 2021, please.
Yes.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Okay, bye-bye.
All right.